Detroit, Motor City, Game 5 last night. Cavs and Pistons with everything on the line. You know the numbers. Team that wins Game 5 in a 2-2 series goes on to win it 82% of the time. PJ, Cade Cunningham did his thing. He had 39, including the big three here in the fourth quarter.
He was amazing. He came out early, being aggressive, continued to be aggressive the rest of the game. I love the progression of Cade and how much he's been carrying his team.
Tobias Harris hits that shot, and with 3 minutes left, the Pistons have a 9-point lead. This thing should be over, but it's not. Next Cavs possession. That's Donovan Mitchell going around Cade. It's a 7-point game. Then it's Evan Mobley inside. It's a 5-point game. Next,
bad no call.
Unbelievable. It's clearly a trip. You see the feet going to get it. 48 minutes insufficient to settle the issue. We're in overtime, tied at 103. Harden. Mobley, no. Allen, yes. He had big defensive play. He was 6 of 8 from 3. Cavaliers are pulling away. Their fans can feel it. 30 seconds left. Cunningham gets the inbounds pass. Knocks that down. Foot on the line. So it's a two-point game. 20th road victory of this entire postseason. Cleveland was down 9 with 3 minutes to go in regulation. Closed the quarter on a 9-0 run, the third longest run to end regulation and force OT in a playoff game since they started keeping track of this. Here, however, was Pistons coach J.B. Bickerstaff, who wanted to talk about the controversial no call at the end of the fourth.
Did they give you a reason why there was no foul call on Jared Allen on that trip?
He fouled Asar. It's bad. I mean, it's clear. He trips him when he's going for a loose ball. In the game situation, you know, that's tough.
Okay, so the whistle doesn't blow, and we have a lot to get into. Let me just let you repeat what you said there. There are some people who will say we don't want a ref to decide the game in the final ticks of the clock. You played in this league forever. What do you say?
You call that call any time of the game, that call's got to be made. 1,000%. There's no way it's not made. I think that was Tony Brothers right there. There's no way you don't make that call.
It is. Whitney, let's talk about it here because obviously it's a dramatic game, an incredible comeback from the Cavaliers, but so much a part of the talking point is the whistle that doesn't blow in the final second. What was your reaction?
I'm thinking about how close this was to an incredible redemptive moment for Asar Thompson. You remember a year ago, Jalen Brunson in this almost the same spot, a game in Detroit. Asar Thompson, one of the best defenders in the league, is on him. Brunson shakes him, one of the moves of the playoffs. That stuck with Asar Thompson for the last year. Now he's in the same situation. He's got Donovan Mitchell, and he makes a brilliant play on Donovan Mitchell at the end of this game. He gets a block here that is a clean block. Play there, Greeny.
Yeah.
And loose ball fell 70 feet from the basket. The Pistons did not have a timeout, so even if he corrals that, the game probably goes to overtime. But I believe it's a foul. I believe it was a foul. And if I was a Pistons fan, I wouldn't listen to anything else. I will point out, Tony Brothers did give comments to a reporter after the game in a pool report. He said he did not believe it was a foul and that the league will rule on the 2-minute report. That is obviously unsatisfying, but he had a chance to review it, and Tony Brothers did not change his opinion post-game.
Monica, what did you see?
I agree, and I'm glad to wake up and sit with you gentlemen and not feel like I was the one leaning on an official in that moment. To me, the other part is, as out of 10 times in the course of basketball, all through a game. I just think that this was very obvious and that the officials missed it.
Okay, so there's nothing, look, we don't want to come in here at 8 o'clock the following. That's clearly one of the major storylines from the game. What else, Monica? What else did you see last night in a Cavaliers team? I think the percentage, I had it written down, something like 96% that the Pistons had with a 9-point lead and 3 minutes left, and the Cavaliers steal that one on the road and take control of the series. Why were they able to do it?
Greeny, you and I have discussed this regarding what the Spurs' future may be in the postseason. And to me, you saw the inexperience of these Detroit Pistons show up. I'm like scouring the stats late, trying to figure out what it looks like statistically. And there's not really a big margin in terms of a statistical category. But what you saw was the experience of James Harden, Donovan Mitchell, who have been in postseason positions, kind of take over. Detroit just kind of wilted down the stretch. The turnover, the steal by Max Strus, and that turnover by Cade Cunningham, you just had a loss. That was a big piece of you turning the ball over late in game. Like, I just thought Detroit wilted.
Wendy.
Yeah, James Harden has been so criticized so often in his career for coming up short in big playoff games. This was not a signature Harden performance, but he fought his way through this. The Cavs were down 15 early in this game. Harden kept them in it. He puts together 30 points in this game. And I know if the Pistons fans are going to say, well, there's a lot of them at the foul line. That's correct. That's what James Harden does. He gets to the foul line in big moments. That's why the Cavs traded for him. All of the Cavs' core players made key plays down the stretch of this game. James Harden with a big performance when the Cavs needed it.
What did you think, PJ? How about Harden getting it done here in a spot in which he historically has struggled a lot?
Honestly, I don't think it's James. Honestly, I think James is going to do that. To me, I'm a longtime teammate, being around him all the time. James is going to get 30. He's going to get everybody involved. He's going to do what he does. I think it's more about Detroit. I think it's really about Cade, not having the poise in certain moments, getting stripped by Strus, not boxing out, get the rebound on the James Harden free throw. I think there's so many different things that Detroit did not do to win this game, rather than
Cleveland coming in and taking it. And another one, Jalen Duren last night, who was their second best player all year long and is due for a huge contract. And Vinny Goodwill, who covers that team closely, has talked about this repeatedly through the playoffs. And they couldn't even have him on the floor. He only played 25 minutes last night. He finishes with 9 points and 5 rebounds. This is a series in which he has just completely disappeared. What are you seeing in him?
I don't know, man. To me, he's an energy guy. He's a bruiser. He goes down, gets offensive rebounds, plays hard, gets the extra possessions. Last night.
The Pistons will be kicking themselves over this one. Now, if there's good news for them, they were down 3-1 and also 3-2 in their series with Orlando. Went on the road. They were getting trounced in that game. They came back and won. We'll see if they're able to do it at Cleveland. Much more hoops with this group as we continue. But, of course, tonight is a big night for football fans. The countdown is on for the NFL schedule release. We are just under 12 hours away from the schedules being released. And so let's talk about some of the matchups we're looking forward to seeing. Shefty, what is a matchup